So she's been here already?
Whoa! Quick, look! That's Branya! Huh? Is that Cocolia too?
No, it isn't them. It must be a kind of echo? Some type of residual energy replicated by the fragmentum.
Which means they were definitely here, right? And it looks like they went that way.
Just in time. We had no idea which direction to take. Let's go. Complex mechanism. How did they get past?
I knew this wouldn't be simple. Wait! Wasn't there some big energy hub-looking thing back in that empty area? Let's go back and take a look. Maybe it's linked to this gate.
I can't say I like the idea of interacting with our surroundings, especially this deep into the fragmentum.
However,
there's no other way. Desperate times call for
it worked, right? But the gate didn't move an inch.
Are there other units around?
It's clear that whoever designed these mechanisms didn't want outsiders to get through too easily. Let's keep looking for the energy hub.
I see it too. Let's go.
We're just having fun. The galaxy is vast beyond compare. Scratch. This is our chance.
Time to twirl!
Leave it to stand down.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Stay calm. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl!
Ouch! Rules are made to be broken.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
We're just having fun.
Stop me. You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time to twirl! What are you looking at? Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Let's begin. Stand down.
This is our chance.
Honored to meet me.
Let's go.
What are you looking at?
I'll leave the rest to you.
Rules are made to be broken. Let's make it quick.
Honored to meet me. Connection love.
Here to crash
Try
the party?
hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Here to crash the party?
Keep up.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Leave it to me.
Time to twirl. Oh dear. Time to twirl.
This song's for you.
Let's rock.
Let's begin.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up.
Leave it to me. Stand down.
My turn. Here. What are you looking at? Connection.
Song's for you.
Keep up.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Let's begin.
Tough luck running into me.
You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Time for the main event.
Leave it to me.
Cute. Turn it up.
Let's begin. Stand down.
My turn. Here. Can't run. Gotta try hard sometime. Watch this awesome move.
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's rock.
song's for you.
Keep up! I don't want to be alone.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Leave it to me. You know nothing of the weight. Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Pretty good crowd today.
Turn it up!
Stand down.
Keep up!
For some hardship.
Let's go.
Tiger twirl! Hit! Are those monsters guarding the energy hub?
It seems like it. Strange. Fragmentum monsters would usually destroy man-made objects.
Did you hear that? This mechanism must be on now. Come on, let's find the next one.
Where is the next mechanism? Oh, behind that gate.
There's no switch. We need to find a way around.
I've never seen such a desolate place. At least in Rivet Town, you could tell that people used to live there.
Rivet Town is only at the outstretched fingertips of the corrosion.
Keep up! Time to twirl!
Time for some hardship.
Time to twirl!
This is our chance.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare.
Success! Another mechanism shut down.
I want to ask you a question. Do you still remember those dreams you mentioned to us? I know you're wide awake right now, but I need you to try. See if you can recall the voice you heard. Well, this is merely speculation, but perhaps the voice you heard is the Stellaron somehow conveying information to Cocolia. And the one in your body is resonating with the Stellaron on this world.
Huh? You mean that Stellarons can communicate? I've never heard that before.
Well, there's never been a human that could accommodate a Stellaron in their body.
Then, aren't we walking straight into a trap?
Yes. And Branya may well be the bait.
Don Hung's speculations are usually right on the money. But even if we've guessed right, we can't go home now.
There's no way back anyway. At least Cocolia won't catch us off guard now. So what if it's an ambush? We're not about to lose now. I have to save Branya, beat Cocolia, and crush this Stellaron thing to dust.
Interesting. to me.
Time to twirl!
This is our chance.
Time to twirl! Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours! Time to twirl!
Reach the end of the story in your own way. Looks good.
Are these echoes too?
Yes. The fragmentum here seems to have made a special connection with Cocolia. It's repeatedly generating forms in her image.
But we finally cracked these mechanisms.
We're one step closer to Bronya. Let's move!
Whoa, check this place out! Looks like another completely new monster!
Considering where we are, it would be surprising if we didn't run into strange enemies here.
I don't care how strange it is. It's blocking our way. Let's get it!
Here to crash the party?
This will strengthen our position.
The redemption. Hold your breath.
Move carefully.
Do nothing of the weight, be it survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Rules are made to be broken.
What are you looking at?
I've no interest in conflict.
Time for some hardship.
Time to twirl!
The truth of life and death. The sanctuary is but a vision. Break!
Leave it to me. Stand down.
Just a scratch.
Honored to meet me.
Fighting is meaningless.
I've lost my way.
This enemy is completely different. If I didn't know it was a product of the fragmentum, I'd think we were fighting a human.
Unlike those random low-level fragmentum creations, this one seems to have a mind of its own. It seems to be able to use complex tactics.
Look, Bronya and Cocolia's echoes. They must have come through here. That means we must be really close, right?
I sense that we're very near to the northern snow plains. I've no interest in conflict.
Time to twirl!
Time for some hardship.
Time to twirl!
That won't stop me.
Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl!
Time for some hardship. Stand down.
Let's make it quick. Just a scratch.
Survive or be destroyed. There is no other choice.
Let's go.
Time to twirl!
Let's begin. Stand down.
Let's make it quick. Reach the end of the story and you're...
This will strengthen our position.
The redemption.
Do you know who I am? This big diamond! It's all yours!
Move carefully.
For your sins.
Rules are made to be broken.
Time to twirl!
For your sins.
I'll leave the rest to you.
This can't
Prayers won't help you.
I won't break. Oh dear.
So this is defeat.
Judgment is here. Retribution.
I've no interest in conflict.
Time to twirl!
Stand down.
Let's go.
Time to twirl!
Just a scratch.
I won't break. Time to twirl! Time to twirl!
Fighting is mean.
The galaxy is vast beyond compare. Interesting.
Everything is ordained by the
stars, give these trailblazers your blessing. That's it. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Here I come! Oh, give me one! You paid for that!
Time for the main event. Keep up.
No manners, huh?
Who will it be?
Let's rock! Who invited you? Everything is ordained by the
Stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
Turn it up! No manners, huh?
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Who invited? Time for mischief!
Time for them. The show must go on.
Here I come! Oh, if you wanna... Weedle, it's all my
time for the main event.
Turn it up!
We're just having fun.
Welcome, customers.
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up!
Naughty child.
We make a pretty good team.
It's that shadow of hers again.
It feels like this echo is different from the others before.
Intruders.
Huh? Did she just speak?
You cannot approach.
Not good. March, out the way!
The Stellaron. Intruders. You go nowhere.
Are you sure this isn't the real? It feels like this echo is...
Intruders. You go nowhere.
Are you sure this isn't the real her?
They look like her, but the fragmentum can be forgeries. Bring her down!
Turn it up!
Tremble before my power.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
Let's be friends.
Song's for you.
That'll take more than... Welcome, customers.
A world devoured by ice. The eternal freeze will bury you.
Keep up! Here I come!
Judgment of eternal winter.
That's better. Just in time. Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Turn it up!
Naughty child. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it.
That'll take more than medicine.
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up! You hit me! Time for mischief! Here I come!
Time for
If you want
nap time.
The world that they promised.
She disappeared!
Those stairs. It's the only way forward.
Wherever they lead, it must be the end of the journey.
I don't want to get to the end so soon. I want my journey to go on forever.
This means that Bronya is up ahead, and so is the fate of the overworld and the underworld. It's all in our hands. Strange. I thought I'd feel nervous or afraid, but I don't. The only feeling I have is that none of this seems real.
Not always. Sometimes it's a happier conclusion.
The Express has traveled world after world. We are merely passing travelers, witnesses to part of a grander story. We invariably avoid getting drawn into turbulence that can decide the fate of a world. But there are always times when we have no choice but to act.
Or to put it another way, this is one heck of a first trailblazing expedition. You hit the jackpot.
I was about to bore you all with my gloomy reflections, but on second thought, not today. Adventuring with you guys by my side has made me feel like no obstacle is too big.
Right on! But you can say whatever you like. A good adventure shouldn't be full of rules and regulations. Helping those in need, befriending those worth counting on, and saving the world a few times along the way. Here. The blizzard's so fierce. The power from the trailblaze path isn't enough to stop the cold.
Means that we're getting closer to the Stellaron, and the heart of the Eternal Freeze. Insect trapped in amber.
I bet the Antimatter Legion forces never thought they'd be swallowed up by the Eternal Freeze when they invaded this world. Even in the ice, could these guys still be alive? No, we've got enough on our plate.
Did the architects build this?
Very different from the uniform style of the buildings we saw in the city.
Does it look like the palm of a huge hand if Cocolia threatens us by taking Bronya hostage?
We have to save her. The underworld, no, the entire planet relies on her.
resist, Branya. Accept the common will.
No! I don't want this.
Look upon their promised future, Branya. A world without poverty, without cold, without suffering. A world where people no longer have to pray like prisoners for survival. A world that we can guard for all eternity. 700 years ago, we tried and fought unceasingly, believing that the radiance of human nature could shepherd us towards rejuvenation. And to what end? A crushing defeat. Why, when faced with irrefutable strength, is our first thought always to resist? To cover our ears instead of hearing the call? It is the conceit and cowardice entrenched in the depths of human nature, so difficult to efface. Cast them aside. Break free of the chains that bind you. The Stellaron will lead humanity to evolve, and they will.
Your brainwashing ends here, you witch!
Zila?
You came. I thought the blizzards had entombed you.
You wish! We're not going down before you do! Branya! I don't know what happened between you and them. Even if you explained it to me, I probably wouldn't understand all the crazy details. But there are two things I do know. One, these guys have come through hell to get here, to seal this Stellaron thing. And two, do you remember what I said? If anything happened to you, I'd save you. Do you understand? Even if the damage is done, even if you've completely forgotten our promise, then I'm just gonna have to knock you out and bring you back myself.
Zila. All of you.
Finished? I think I've given you long enough to bid farewell. It's time I told you my other reason for bringing you here. I want to witness your choice. I have told you all the truths there are to tell. The deal with the Stellaron, the wish I made to it. There are no more secrets between us. Many years ago, the voice of the Stellaron sounded in my ears for the first time. I was no different from the previous generations of Guardians. I withdrew, refused to hear. I was as you are now, bitterly defending the Architect's so-called preservation. My conviction was once steadfast, unparalleled. Until a sudden change arrived and threw everything into chaos. Another choice appeared before me. The subversion of the old order. And the welcoming of a new world. And compared to the illusory, ever more distant preservation, this was so tangible. I have agonized, long agonized over how to convey all this to you. Inevitably, the promised tomorrow will transpire. But if you were not there beside me to watch over that new world, I would descend into torment, Branya. Enduring torment. Perhaps I should be thanking you, outsiders. The pressure you have imposed has at long last compelled me to confront my final weakness. Branya, throughout your life, I have never forced you to submit to my will. You have always always have a choice. As then, so now. Choose, my daughter.
Madame Cocolia, I am grateful to you for raising me and for allowing me the privilege of choice. But I am sorry, Mother. On this, our final occasion, I cannot stand with you. You say that conceit and cowardice lie in the depths of human nature. Perhaps you're right. Desperation sheds a light on the darkest recesses of the heart. What about those simply struggling for survival, fighting for something better? I've witnessed their light on the front lines, in the underworld, in places you have overlooked. Our ancestors built this city, striving in the bitter snow to prolong our civilization. Even if this world is doomed to fall apart, we should allow humanity to pave the way to its final outcome. Not hand over our fate to the seed of ruin. We are guardians, Mother, chosen from among the masses. Our duty is to preserve the world built by humanity. We are not gods. We are not arbiters. You seek to crush human nature underfoot while masquerading as an arbiter and a god. I cannot let you.
So, this is your choice. I understand, Branya. Pity. Such a pity that you will never see that resplendent world. Unable to free yourself from the shackles of your mind. You know what? You were supposed to be the mother of the new world.
The ground! It's shaking! What's happening?
That sign!
The fate of this city, of Belobog, is sealed. Its future will unfold in our hands. And you will become the foundation of the new world. You must break the old to build the new. The Supreme Guardian commands you. Rise, engine of creation!
It's one of the architect's ancient machines! Watch out, all of you! This robot's 1,000 times bigger than Svarog!
Pretty good crowd today.
Let's make it quick.
Engine, break them!
We have to stop it! Still surrender! Let's rock! Can we talk?
Rules are made to be broken.
Seize the moment! Keep up! How can we bring a giant like this down?
Let's go.
for the main event.
Finest one!
Song's for you.
Turn it up! Pay for
Let's
that.
make it quick. Rules are made to be broken.
Remember this moment. Let's be friends. Let's rock. Time for mischief. Here I come. Himeko! It's Himeko!
Hello? Can you hear me? Gosh, the signal's terrible.
Himeko! You finally spared a thought for us.
What are you talking about? Weldon, I've been up on the and you the time. You've got quite the trailblazing mission on your hands. So, how did that guy work? Or, importantly, how do you stop him from working? Over to you guys, I guess.
I'll cover you! Grab hold of me!
Behold, the power granted by them! Listen to the power surge! Sing! The Stellaron's promise is the only hope for this world. Just as it dispelled the Antimatter Legion 700 years ago, so too will it wipe you from the face of this world!
Stay alert. Let's go. Rules are made to be broken.
Humanity, so weak and foolish, always overestimating their abilities. Let me bestow upon you despair!
Is this the universe? But I was fighting Kokolia. Why am I here? The last time I came here, I drew Nanook's gaze. Could it be?
The commercial district has fallen. We've transferred the residents to the outer municipal districts for the time being. The garrison lost 26 fighters. But
Go on, Japard.
this what you've always been hoping for? Get out of this cage and take a look at the city. What is there to lose? The efforts of our predecessors, their unfinished research.
Madam Cocolia, the monsters are surging this way. It's too dangerous here.
Foolish. Weak.
What? Madam, what are you saying?
Mother, I still don't understand. The fragmentum corrosion has already spread to the underworld. How will those below ground fend for themselves if we withdraw every guard?
The automatons will ensure their safety. The most important defensive position is here on the surface. If our lines crumble, the underground will vanish in an instant. Our defenses...
The city is drowning in tears. The power of the preservation is fading. We could not defy the will of the Stellaron after all. A believer, I see. The fragmentum had been expanding for the past 700 years. There is no faith nor love left for our successors. Only despair. To see the home we vowed to preserve wither away. That in itself is torture. Not to mention the haunting whisper of temptation. The day will come when even the strongest of wills cannot help but give in to such influence. It is only a matter of time before the Amber Lord forsakes us. You are but a stranger to us. And yet you seek to bond your destiny to ours. So be it. What is there to lose when so much has already been lost? Touch the light of the amber, trailblazer. See if your will can attract their gaze.
Stay alert. Hit.
Pretty good crowd today.
I'm on guard.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it, or rock with it! She will not take away our hope.
It's time.
Welcome, customers.
This song's for you.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
1,000 wonders to raise and fight as one.
Pretty good crowd today.
Here I come.
Lance at the ready.
Let's be friends. Let's rock.
You brave new world.
Never missed you. Welcome, customers. Yeah.
Hit.
This song's for you. Time for the old world to collapse. That's it.
Here I come. If you want
Engulf the past.
Lance ablaze. Lance! Forward!
Let's rock.
The power of the Stellaron is with me! You are but cinders of the old world, soon to become ashes! Translates into hope!
I'm on guard.
The only redemption.
Never missed you. Here I come.
Engulf the past. Power translates into hope.
Lance at the ready. Lance! Forward!
The only redemption. Deceived me.
Let me go. I gotta.
This Stellaron, when this touches the future, it will engulf everything!
Mother, stop! a tough trailblazing expedition. We made it! But, what are we gonna do with the Stellaron? It's usually Mr. Yang who handles it.
I've informed Himiko and Mr. Yang already. They'll seal the Stellaron.
Nice! The crisis on this world is basically over, right?
The storm still rages on. Now that the Stellaron is sealed, the eternal freeze will slowly recede. Fragmentum won't aggressively expand anymore, but nor will it disappear. Urilo 6 has a chance to return to life, but it will take time. It will depend on the efforts of the people here.
Thank you. All of you. This victory is only the beginning for Belobog. There is still much to do. The people will have felt the effects of the engine of creation. There are so many questions to answer, so many truths to reveal. I don't know whether I can get the people to accept all this. Can I really do that? Tell everyone about Mother's true motives? About a lie perpetrated for 700 years?
No. No. No way.
Sila.
I don't know how to explain it, but I don't think there's any other way. In the underworld, we tell the kids, things will be better tomorrow. Everyone knows it's a lie, but it gets them to sleep with some hope. Can you imagine the consequences if we told the people what happened here? They'd be devastated. If we can't trust the Guardians, who or what can we trust?
Mother died to preserve Belobog.
What?
The visitors from beyond the sky told her the secret of the Stellaron. She knew that Alyssa Rand, the first Supreme Guardian, had failed to destroy it. And yet, she decided to challenge its power, a power beyond human comprehension. Supreme Guardian Cocolia sacrificed herself to dispel the dark clouds enveloping this city. From here on out, that's the truth the world will hear. What do you think?
It keeps the hope of preservation alive, at least.
It's logical, and hard to disprove.
Why do we have to lie? I'm abstaining. I like telling the truth. But I get what you're trying to do.
Thank you for understanding. For many people, Mother was an outstanding guardian. The whole truth will live on in my mind. All the mistakes, madness, evil, dreams therein. I will be the one to carry that burden. Now, I must take over the duties of the Supreme Guardian and discard my naive fantasies. I'm sorry, Sila. Please, protect this secret with me till the end of our lives.
Say no more. I know what to do.
Thank you. Well then, as promised, let's start rebuilding the bridge between the overworld and the underworld. Sila, can you tell everyone in the underworld that the Stellaron has been sealed? And tell them the blockade will soon be over, and they will breathe freely again soon.
Of course. Leave it to me. Nat's probably getting anxious about the delay.
While you do that, I'll head back to the administrative district. I need to tell Jabbar to serve.
Are you okay?
What's wrong, Branya? Do you feel sick?
I'm fine. I need to hurry.
She's exhausted. Quick, we need to think of something. You, help me out here.
Right. I almost forgot. You're still wanted by the guards. I might be an underworlder, but at least I don't stand out as much as you guys. That's settled then. I'll leave Nat to you. Remember to keep the secret. For Brun... No. For Belobog's sake.
So, wanna tell us what happened back there? Don't think you can just reappear on the battlefield with a cool weapon in your... You drew the Amber Lord's gaze? Right at that moment? That's too much of a coincidence.
He probably doesn't know what happened either. This wouldn't be the first time. Something similar happened when we faced the Doomsday Beast on the space station. Remember that glance from Nanook? Originally, we thought it was because the Stellaron was linked to the destruction. But now it seems to be more than that. We might need to speak with Mr. Yang to understand what's going on. Let's focus on the business at hand first. We shouldn't disrupt Himiko and Mr. Yang while they're dealing with the Stellaron. Let's talk once we're back on the Express.
You're right. We need to finish what we started. Let's hurry up and find Natasha. Natasha! Oleg! Hope you didn't have to wait too long.
Oh, it's them.
You kids move fast. By the look on your faces, I assume you come bearing good news?
You bet! You might not believe this, but we summoned up all our strength and then... maybe he should do the talking. I'm no good at serious stuff. I'll probably say something I'll regret.
We were there at the fight. We witnessed everything.
Sacrificed herself, huh? Sure, yeah, that's the whole story.
Cocolia,
in order to save Belobog, she... I see.
So the massive tremors we felt earlier were a result of the battle, right?
Thank you. I can't even imagine what you've been through up there. I'm just glad everything turned out all right. What about Zila?
Don't worry, she's all right. It took a big toll on Branya, so Zila took her over to the guards.
Oh, good. I'm so glad you're all okay.
Now that Cocolia's no more, I guess our Silvermane girl is about to become the next Supreme Guardian? She sees things through and doesn't go back on her word. The underworld will thrive again under her watch.
Oh, we brought you a message from Branya. The blockade will soon be lifted. The people of the underworld will breathe freely.
Breathe freely. That's been our wish all along. March, Donhung, and you, can I ask for your help again? I want to get this news out to everyone. It'll lift their spirits and bring them hope. Thank you. Choose whoever you like. Wildfire will take care of the rest.
We've gotten to know a lot of underworlders. Who do you think we should start with?
Roger that. You can leave the rest to us. If everything goes smoothly, this should be Wildfire's final mission.
Do you think the Great Mine was affected by our fighting on the surface?
Let's hope we didn't cause a collapse.
Welcome, customers.
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up.
Lands at the ready.
Song's for you.
Turn it up. You could still surrender.
Pretty good crowd today.
Keep up. Here I
come. Reach the end of the story in your own way.
are all in the same spot.
Here, take it. I'm afraid we're short on goods and materials right now.
Oh, well, we actually have enough for the moment. You hang on to it.
Hey, are you guys causing trouble again?
It's you! Oh, no, you misunderstand. There was a huge quake at the mine just now. Part of it collapsed. The vagrants here hadn't stopped to help. I doubt we'd have gotten everyone out in one piece. I was just discussing how to repay them. It's a shame the mining team's hard up right now. Oh, to do with us? I'm listening. Whoa, you mean to say that we're about to be reunited with the overworld?
Are you serious? This has gotta be a dream. Good things don't happen to us.
Today they do. And you're not dreaming. If you don't believe us, pinch yourself.
If things go back to the way they were 10 years ago, then the mining team can finally escape this poverty. And you won't have to rely on the charity of others. We'll finally be living with the dignity we deserve. Thank you, outsiders, from the bottom of my heart. The mining team will remember you as heroes, as will the rest of the underworld. Please tell Natasha that we're ready to get back to work. If the cable car station can start operating again, we'll dispatch a mining representative to negotiate with the architects.
Put it nicely, but the reality is this. We sealed the Stellaron, but that's not gonna solve the problems on this planet. There I was getting excited to tell everyone the good news.
That's the cruelty of a Stellaron. Still, compared with some of the other planets we visited, at least this one has hope.
So, should we tell everyone the deal?
We should tell Branya when the time's right. Let's not dampen the spirit just yet.
The next destination? Up to you.
everyone all right? Thanks for your help. Sometimes face-to-face communication is more meaningful, don't you think? Now we just have to wait for the official news. I hope Bronya doesn't keep us too long.
Huh. Do you think Svarog and Clara felt the effects of our battle with the Guardian?
I think they'll be fine. Plus, Svarog's devotion to Clara is even greater than his hostility to Wildfire. If you're worried, you could look for them over at the robot settlement.
Outsiders. For friends of Clara.
How did you know that was Perkins?
Thank you for rescuing Clara.
Seems like Perkins picked up a stammer.
Its language module must have malfunctioned. Can you take us to Clara?
Outsiders are friends of Clara. Follow me.
Visitors, Clara.
Oh, it's the variables. There was a huge shaking just now coming up through the ground. Mr. Svarog said it must have been...
Recalculating. Conclusion. Engine of creation. 97.66% probability. The engine of creation was an immense construction machine created by the architects. It was not built to fight.
Well, whatever. We won. Thanks to that giant robot, we were finally able to take care of the Stellaron. And Bronya made a promise. The underworld and the overworld will soon be reunited. Which means that you, Svarog, you won't have to worry about preserving the underworld for the time being.
March, everyone, thank you so much. I wasn't sure you guys would be able to do it, but now, Mr. Svarog, what do you say? You guys said you were travelers from other worlds, right? I want to be just like you. One day, I'm gonna go traveling to faraway places and make new friends.
Calculation result. Update. Mission number 0001. Preserve the underworld. Complete.
That's our Bronya! Quick as a flash!
She certainly moves a lot faster than some people I know.
If you haven't got anything nice to say right now, zip it.
You made it. I thought you were about to miss out on a moment of history.
No way! After all our hard work, how could we miss out on the final celebration, right?
I smell it too. For Oleg and I, not to mention the other adults, reopening the passageway means rediscovering old ways of living. Return to normality. Survival is no longer the top of the agenda. But for the children who were born into this era, who grew up in this isolation, this will be a new life altogether. Once you've tasted freedom, it's difficult to accept a life of separation and isolation. Those of us whose childhoods were marred by tragedy, we must strive to do better for the next generation. I'm sorry. Here I am talking your ear off again. This is a day to remember. We should welcome it with smiles. If you have time, talk to the folks here. Every one of them will tell you about their excitement. Then when you're ready, let's go home.
Finally, I can get back to supervising the cable cars. I thought I'd spend the rest of my life in those mines. Ah, it's you! The liberators of the underworld! You're the first passengers we've had since being sealed off. It'll be my honor to get you to the surface in one piece. Oh, I'm afraid you might have to make an exception, mister. My license has expired, but then I haven't had the chance to go up and renew it for 10 years now. So, ready to climb aboard? No problem. This car won't be leaving without you. So, ready to climb aboard? Brothers, sisters, ladies, gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, gather round. The cable car passenger service is about to restart.
Whoa! Look at the big blue ceiling!
That's not a ceiling, Hook. That's the sky.
So this is the overworld? The air here smells different.
Less rust and geomarrow particles floating around. Take a deep breath, children. This is what freedom tastes like. I never thought I'd live to see the administrative district again. All those years. We've been through a lot, Natasha.
You're right, Oleg. It's funny. The moment I boarded the cable car, my mind was filled with everything I wanted to do on the surface. But now, I just want to sit down, zone out, and watch the people coming and going. And let the day just pass me by.
Enjoy the peace and quiet, Natasha. We earned it.
It's Japard! Is he here to meet us?
He's still on.
Welcome back to the administrative district, Trailblazers.
Trailblazers. First time anyone's called us that on this planet.
The architects think it's only right that we should address you properly. Outsiders is hardly fitting anymore. Please allow me to apologize again for what happened in the restricted zone.
You were only trying to help. I should have trusted Serval's judgment. Thanks for understanding. Lady Bronya's inaugural address will begin soon. She asked me to pass on her invitation to you.
Uh-huh. That's sooner than I expected. Is she well enough to...
Not really. But Lady Bronya insisted on delivering the speech as soon as possible. She wants the people to understand what happened. The address will be held at Everwinter Monument. I hope the three of you can find time to attend.
Over there. Is the address starting soon?
Looks like it. Bronya hasn't arrived yet, though. Let's find somewhere to wait.
Guards! Formation!
Whoa, this must be it!
Citizens of Belobog, I kindly ask for your attention. Lady Bronya Rand's inaugural address will begin shortly. Please remain orderly.
People of Belobog, hear me. Today we gather here to celebrate our victory, but it was a sacrifice made by a mighty guardian that delivered us this opportunity. She dispelled an evil that cost us 700 years of suffering. And in the process, she paid the ultimate price. The sacrifice of Cocolia Rand ushers in a new chapter. The blizzard beyond the walls will die away, and the offensives of our Silvermane guards will begin to contain the Fragmentum's advance. In the far north, I witnessed with my own eyes the struggle between the late Supreme Guardian and the evil power that sought to destroy us. In her last moments, the Supreme Guardian told me her greatest regret. The order to seal off the underworld from the overworld. With the passage of time, she gradually came to realize the consequences of that decision. Although tortured with guilt, she could not undo the damage. In her final moments, she wanted us to mark the Stellaron's end by reuniting Belobog. Overworlders and underworlders must embrace the dawn of a new age. Together. People of the underworld, I dare not ask for your forgiveness. I now know the reality of your decade of suffering. But I want us to work together. We know that without your perseverance and hard work, Belobog will not recover its former glory, and the seed of civilization will not be preserved. And on that note, I'd like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to a few guests of the city. Most of you were not aware of their arrival, but it is thanks to them that our world now flourishes with hope. They made me realize that while we remain focused on preserving the ground beneath our feet, we should not forget to look up into the sky. I firmly believe that with the determination of everyone, our world, the world the Trailblazers call Yarilo 6, will no longer be alone among the stars. But before we accomplish that goal, I humbly ask you to follow me into the future. I, Bronya Rand, the 19th Guardian of Belobog, hereby take my oath.
Lady Bronya! Lady Bronya! Long live Belobog!
Don Hung. And you. It's wonderful you made it to the address. Sorry, I know the invitation was very last minute, but I needed to get the news out as soon as possible. The longer people waited, the more rumors started to swirl. The situation risked spinning out of control. Yes, I'm fine now, don't worry. My mother... She tried to force the voice of the Stellaron into my head. It was a terrible feeling. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't shown up.
That was some speech, Branya. If I had to talk like that in front of a huge crowd, I'd be shaking head to toe.
It was all just a bunch of palatable lies. I hope you never have a similar experience, March. I prefer to be honest with the people, but I also want to preserve their hope.
Don Hung, wanna talk about Mr. Yang's findings?
Allow me to explain.
Which means the fragmentum has already taken root by this point. Even though the Stellaron is sealed, we won't be able to reverse the damage immediately. I know. Our ancestors wouldn't have risked using one if they'd had other ways of avoiding calamity. You've gone out of your way to save this world. You nearly lost your life. I have no right to ask for more. Besides, I agree with Mr. Yang. Ultimately, the fate of Belobog is in the hands of its own people. In that case, as a leader, I must give you a promise of the same weight. We will hold out with everything we have until the day you Trailblazers return. Even if it takes another 700 years, the children of Yarilo 6 will look up to the sky with hope in their hearts. So long, my friends. May the preservation bless your journey.
Congrats! That was one heck of a first trailblazing expedition!
Worth celebrating, I'd say. 2.5?
What? That run-of-the-mill, huh?
My scoring criteria are different from yours.
Anyway, we should be asking you. Any thoughts you want to share? Wait, what? No way! We're about to leave and I've hardly got any decent photos. Come on! Let's go back to the administrative district and hang out for a bit longer. Said she's willing to wait 700 years for us. Huh. Don Hung, how long can humans live for?
Forever.
Here we are, Everwinter Monument. Photo time! Oh, Payla and Hook are here here too. Let's make sure we get them in the background. Okay, where to next? Oh, we haven't seen Serval since we got back. Let's head to the workshop.
Who's there? Didn't your parents tell you to knock before... It's you three! Come on in! I was just talking to Clara about you.
How have you been, big brother? Miss Serval's workshop is amazing. There are all kinds of things. I like it here a lot.
Miss Serval? Clara is such a well-mannered kid. Meanwhile, the architect's children are still calling me auntie and making me feel old. Photo? This feels like one of my fan meetups. Anyway, for you guys, I do autographs for free.
Photo. Oh, I remember. When I was little, Mr. Svarog took a photo for me.
Over here, Clara. Want to learn some cool poses? Wow, that's pretty great. I wish the photographers at my shows had your skills.
Huh? Am I really that short? I thought...
Don't worry. If you eat like Don Hung, you'll be as tall as him one day.
I'll let that slip.
Here, keep it. A little farewell gift from the Astral Express.
Huh? You're leaving so soon? I understand. Well, this photo will always be close to my heart. I'll make a copy for you too, Clara.
Thanks, Miss Serval. Big brother, March, Dan Hung. Thanks for taking care of me. Safe travels. If you have time, please come back and visit me and Mr. Svarog.
That's enough sightseeing and photo taking to last me a while. Time to head back to the Goethe Hotel for a good night's sleep.
We can sleep when we're back on the Express.
Not so fast! Last time we were here, that evil Madam Guardian interrupted us before we'd gotten the most out of our luxury suites. Don't you think we should make up for it? Come on! Himeko and Mr. Yang are grown-ups. I'm sure they'll cope without us for one night. Besides, don't you want to chit-chat with the locals now that Belobog is full of life again? I know I do.
Come around and have a look.
end of your journey, all that perplexes you and troubles you will resolve.
Oh, it was a close thing, all right. Good thing it dawned on me. Hey, Sampo doesn't have to be a protagonist, right? The likes of us are better suited to, shadowy comic relief, huh? Turns out the Astral Express crew is more fun than I expected. You liked it? Really? Told you so. No, I'm in no hurry to leave. What? Oh, Epsilon? What fun can you get out of a giant Vanity Fair like that? True happiness always entails the manifestation of the dignity of mankind. Now, that's a quote I live by. Well, bye for now. Send my regards to the guys and girls in the tavern. Oh, and don't forget to say that Sampo Kaski will catch them for the next one. Time to make my curtain call. To you, my dear audience, I dedicate my performance. I wonder, did I bring a little more joy into your lives? You don't have to answer that. But if the answer is no, then you'll break my heart.
We should be getting back to the Express. Time to find March and Dan Heng.
Morning! How did you sleep? I'm full of energy myself. But the beds here are so nice.
Did you get Himiko's message? It's time to go. The conductor will nag us again if we put the express behind schedule.
Yeah. Well, pack your souvenirs and stuff. Back home we go. Goodbye.
Nothing lasts forever. You'll stop feeling sad the moment you set foot on the express.
Hey! I'm not that heartless, you know.
Priorities? What do you mean? Are you saying rebuilding the underworld isn't one of your priorities?
Of course not. I'm just saying we have limited assets and we need new parameters.
Assets, parameters. You sure love your fancy words. Forget it. Leave it to me. I'll go down myself.
Come on, Seela. I won't leave you to—
Look, Branya! There'll be plenty of difficulties waiting for them, right?
Yes. Their future is filled with even more uncertainty than ours. But we will prevail here, even if it means arguments like this go on forever.
They won't go on forever if I win them.
Welcome home, you three.
Himiko, Mr. Yang! Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished.
Although Welt and I didn't get the chance to go with you, I can tell you worked hard to bring things back to normal. Well done, everybody. And especially you. I heard a lot of good things about you. And miss out on a great adventure? I don't think you'd like that.
Get some rest on the Express. Urilo 6 was not an easy ride. Pom-Pom is of the opinion that we should leave as soon as possible to avoid potential resurgences of the anomalies we experienced earlier. Himiko and I agree.
Which means we need to decide where our next destination is, soon.
That's right.
That's the path of the Nameless, I presume. Always on the road, always trailblazing. I'm not complaining, by the way. One adventure after another, that's exactly what I signed up for.
Looks like March has fallen in love with the way of the Nameless. That's good to hear. You can head back to your rooms for some rest, or stay here and make yourselves a cup of coffee, whichever you like.
I'll head back to my room then.
There I was thinking this guy would gradually open up.
We need to give him some time, March. I think he treasures the time spent with you guys. About your battle against the Supreme Guardian and the whole Stellaron situation, you must have a lot of unanswered questions, I suppose. While you were away, Welt and I did some research and came to some interesting conclusions. Let me know if you want to ask about anything.
Home sweet home. Mr. Yang and Himeko must be bored given how long our train had to stay here.
The Express crew tread upon the trailblaze. We travel between worlds, like a thread weaved into the life stories of others. The universe is vast beyond our imagination. It's a miracle that our paths converge. The fact that we get to know and travel with each other can only be seen as the design of destiny. Thank you for becoming our companion. I'll do my best to answer any questions you may have. Sure. Oftentimes, those who are involved in historic events don't have the opportunity to see things from a wider perspective. I hope as an onlooker, I may provide some help. Klapoth the Preservation is known for their indifference. Unless you become a zealot like those with the corporation, it's hard to share in the Aeon's power. Determined to preserve the world they loved, the architects held on for hundreds of years. But as the fragmentum continued to advance, their already wavering faith started to show some cracks. And one particular guardian, Cocolia, abandoned the path of preservation altogether. In contrast, you stood your ground and proved your faith in the Amber Lord. Judging by how the battle turned out, Klapoth responded to your wish. Their gaze infused you with the power to wield the weapon of a supreme guardian and to take control of the Colossus. Is a Stellaron, there's no doubt about that. What I've gathered so far suggests it's likely that the Supreme Guardian was corrupted by the Stellaron at a very young age. All the tragedies that came after can be traced to that point. On the flip side, we can't judge Cocolia too harshly. Imagine if it were you or me who had to sit on the throne and watch the city slowly being brought to its knees. Would we not question what we believed in? Don't mention it. Welt and I may have stayed on the Express this whole time, but we've been watching over you from the moment you set foot on Urilo 6. Friends look after each other. The same goes for us Nameless. Please remember, no matter where you are in the universe, the Express will always be behind you. Sure, ask away. We've got plenty of time. Welt may be better equipped to answer that, but if you want my 2 cents, I'd say it's unlikely. I guess it's possible, but it would take a long time. I can tell from your report that the new Supreme Guardian of Belobog is a smart young lady with leadership qualities. What's more important is that she now understands her people after the journey with you. The firm and honest support she gets from people around her will also prove immensely useful. But fate likes to play tricks on people. Even if during their lifetime they manage to make Urilo 6 prosper again to a certain degree, they will remain vulnerable and helpless to countless threats lurking in the recesses of the universe. We can only give them our best wishes from afar. It's virtually impossible to destroy a Stellaron. No one, not even Herda, has found a way to break its structure. The best we can do at this stage is to prevent its energy from overflowing. When the Supreme Guardian was defeated, the Stellaron that had been transmitting energy to her exposed its weakness to us for a brief period of time, allowing Welt and I to contain its power. That's about all we can do about a Stellaron. It may be suppressed for now, but it's only a matter of time before it regains power. But this brief window should allow the people on this planet to heal and rebuild. You're most welcome. Have some rest. You've earned it.
So, your first trailblazing expedition has concluded. How do you feel? Be it joy or pain, success or regret, it's all part of the journey. Those feelings will accompany you as long as you tread on the trailblaze, and one day you'll grow used to them. It seems you have something on your mind. Let's hear it. I'd like to hear a fresh perspective myself. As talkative as Himiko is, we've pretty much run out of topics. I'm afraid not. As I've mentioned before, the Stellaron's influence on Urilo 6 is more profound than we might think. I don't think Belobog's fight against the lingering effects of the Stellaron will end anytime soon. But the balance of power is tilting ever so slightly towards humanity, the crucial factor being the hope you brought about. As intangible as it may sound, don't underestimate hope, because the power it inspires has no limit. Like the Stellaron, it's a seed that may grow into something much bigger. But, in my opinion, the fruit that hope bears will have a much bigger impact than that of the Stellaron. Is that so? Well, I think you did the right thing. It's better to move forward with the burden of knowledge than to tread a perilous road with blind optimism. I remember a distant world where the people were faced with unimaginable danger every single day. But they saved their planet time after time with wisdom and courage. This goes to show how much of a difference ordinary people can make. I hope Urilo 6 sees that too. I too wished to go with you, but Himiko insisted on letting you and your friends rise to the challenge. I'd been observing what's happening on the ground from the Express, and I have to admit that I got sweaty palms a couple times. I was glad to see you three meet friends you could trust and overcome hardships. Well done. Himiko was calm from the very beginning. She kept telling me to trust you youngsters' decisions. And she was right. I really need to stop worrying so much. Likewise. Get some sleep. We'll be heading off again soon.
Pom-Pom, we're back!
Shh! Checking star rail stability! Pom-Pom needs to focus!
Good to see you too.
Spatial readout! Back to the normal bracket! Star rail stability keeps rising. 56%, 57%.
The numbers have stabilized. Dispatch the Express.
to the Express! You've accomplished your Trailblaze mission. The Express appreciates your help. Don't worry about it. Your Rillo 6 probably doesn't have anything worth buying anyway. Plus, it's your first time on a Trailblaze mission, so Pom-Pom will let it slide this time. But don't forget next time. The destination will be announced at the navigation meeting. For now, get some rest and stay tuned. Right away! To avoid encountering the anomalies again, the Express will dispatch shortly and head to a more stable area. For your safety, please don't leave your seat until the Express has reached cruising speed.
So strange. Seems like Asta and Arlen are in trouble. Still, it all sounds like hearsay to me. Better keep them in the dark for now.
It's about time we hit the road, passengers. Thanks to the 3 trailblazers, the activity of the fragmentum has reached the lowest level, and the readings regarding the status of the star rail have returned to normal. Pom-Pom will dispatch the express shortly, and will be leaving Urillo 6. Please be seated and say your goodbyes to this planet.
Yanqing,
Yes, General.
watch this person carefully. Do you remember me?
I remember. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are not one of them, Jin Yuan. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. You are one of them.
Hold on. I'll be there soon.
What did I tell you? He's definitely sleeping in. We trailblazers can go days without sleep, but when we do hit the hay, we have to make up for it. Anyway, no point wasting our time in the corridor. The conductor wants us to attend a warp navigation meeting. Same old location, apparently, and we can't be late. Let's head over. Oh, by the way, you drew the short straw. It's your turn to wash the coffee cups this week.
Morning. You're very punctual. Oh, I can't remember the last time I got such a polite response. The trailblazing of Urillo 6 is drawn to a close, and the Astral Express must depart for the next planet. Not telling yet. We'll make an official announcement in the meeting, but I'm keeping you in suspense for now. The meeting will start soon.
Passengers, the warp navigation meeting has officially begun. Firstly, Pom-Pom wants to congratulate you, the Nameless, for successfully resolving the problems at this stop. The Express is now able to continue along the star rail.
The 3 of us actually pulled it off, huh?
It's time for your conductor, that's me, to reveal the name of our next stop.
Long time no see, Astral Express crew. It's Kafka. I came at a good time. You're all here. Every single one.
No need for the mysterious introduction, Stellaron Hunter.
Himiko, correct? Apologies for interrupting your little get-together, but I'm sure once you've heard my request, you'll forgive me. I'd like you to make a destination alteration.
I've seen your face before, Stellaron Hunter. Even if it was only on a corporation wanted poster. They were offering quite the bounty. Dead or alive. Do you know the figure?
Doesn't concern me. Then again, a corporation bounty is a compliment, not an insult, don't you think? The higher the figure, the bigger the compliment.
You wanted criminals sure know how to look on the bright side of things.
I will say, Herta certainly paid you all a compliment. A maniac that claims he can see destiny, leading a bunch of wild lunatics in pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe. And Herta doesn't give out compliments very often.
In pursuit of the most dangerous objects in the universe, huh? Well, in that sense, you astral expressors and I are cut from the same cloth.
You're in the wrong place, Kafka. We're not about to accept your request, and we're not about to get into bed with a Stellaron hunter. It was nice talking with you. Perhaps next time you'll be willing to pay us a visit in person, and we can continue our little discussion.
Have you guys heard of the Law Fu?
The Xianzhou Lawfu? It belongs to the Hexafleet of the Xianzhou Alliance. We've heard of it.
But what you haven't heard is that it's currently very close to you. A couple of warp jumps away, in fact. Not to mention, 45 system hours ago, a Stellaron burst occurred on the Lawfu. An unexpected calamity, don't you think?
What exactly are you Stellaron hunters trying to do? The Xianzhou Alliance aren't us. They won't give you time to explain. Once you draw the attention of the hunt, you become their prey. The Alliance will hunt you to the end of the universe.
Stop speaking in riddles, Kafka. Say what you have to say.
It's simple. That Stellaron has nothing to do with us, but the Xianzhou is convinced that we're responsible. My companion, Blade, has been taken away by the Cloud Knights. I want to bring him back, resolve this Stellaron crisis, and clear our names.
Nothing to do with you? Yeah, right. Sounds like a weird coincidence to me. You just happened to show up after the Stellaron burst? Also, we're not your friends. Why should we care if a Stellaron hunter is innocent, No! Why are we listening to her? The Alliance is strong. Is a single Stellaron burst really too much for them to handle? We're the crew of the Astral Express, not some squad of Stellaron-stealing super specialists.
You could, of course, not get involved. Knowing that the Stellaron hasn't yet affected this region of space, you could make the jump and arrive at the next world. But sooner or later, the star rail here will be more blocked off than it was before. I can tell you what the future holds. If you don't go to the Lawfu, the Stellaron will eventually contaminate the entire ship, and over half of the inhabitants will perish. Oh, you brave and fearless trailblazers, you benevolent nameless. Can you really remain indifferent to that?
This companion of yours, Blade, he'd perish too, right?
No comment. Here are the coordinates. It's up to you how to proceed. Our destinations may differ, but the orbits of the stars will eventually converge. See you later.
March, get Dan Heng.
Whoa, what are you doing here? I gave him the lowdown. Hey, remember what I said, okay? We're gonna vote against it. I'm not gonna take orders from that woman.
Are you okay, Dan Heng? March brought you up to speed, I assume.
I'm fine. And yes, I'm up to speed.
Good. In that case, with regard to the matter at hand, let's vote to decide our next move. Our Stellaron hunter claims that a Stellaron burst has occurred on the Xianzhou Lafu, and that we're in the vicinity. If we head for the Lafu, we may have the chance to save many innocent lives. However, it's also possible that our Stellaron hunter is lying and using us for her own ends. Neither Welt nor I believe that she's telling us the truth, but we can't just ignore the intel she's given us. So, we're about to hold a democratic vote on whether to set a course for the Xianzhou. All those in favor, hold out your hand. All those against, keep your arms by your side. 3, 2, 1. Three against 2. Well, it looks like the Astral Express crew has a majority vote to head for the Xianzhou.
I calmed down and thought about it a bit. If it turns out that woman isn't lying, then a lot of innocent people are gonna get hurt. Now's the time for thinking about other people.
All right. I think we're all used to March's modus operandi by now.
So, Dan Heng, you want to stay here?
Yes. I'm staying this time.
In that case, Welt, ready for a trailblazing expedition? I know you've been itching to get out there for a while now, but make sure you take good care of the two of them.
Don't worry.
Destination Xianzhou, here we come!
The train is about to make the jump. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa! So that's a Xianzhou ship? It looks even bigger than Eurilo 6!
For the Xianzhou, these ships are their planets. Terrestrial environments are cradles that allow civilizations to survive and then develop. Some of those civilizations progress further, constructing spacefaring vessels, which allow them to voyage into the unknown. The Xianzhou Alliance is one such civilization. I've only glimpsed it a few times, but it's as magnificent as I remember.
You okay there? What's with all the lonely nostalgia vibes?
This is the Astral Express. I repeat, this is the Astral Express. We have arrived in Xianzhou territory. Requesting landing permission from ground control. From the bridge, I mean.
Welcome to Lafu Skyport, Starskin. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer. Please wait transfer.
Something's not right.
The signal is still repeating, but no one is guiding us into dock.
Maybe the Stellaron hunters were telling the truth. It seems like something really did happen to the Xianzhou. A vessel arrives at a deserted spaceport. Isn't that how, like, loads of horror movies start?
Let's not let our imaginations get the better of us.
Please wait transfer. Please await transfer. Please wait transfer.
Still the automated signal?
Yes, it's still on repeat. Ah, there we go.
The Jade Gate now opening. On behalf of the Xianzhou Lafu, welcome, guests from afar.
Please proceed to dock in accordance with the guidance.
Huh? Is this still automated?
The signal broke off. Seems that's all there is.
We should get going. Himiko, stay vigilant back here on the Express.
Relax. I've got Don Hung here with me. Make sure you're properly prepared before you set off.
Before we set off, I need to clarify the aim of this journey with you. The Stellaron hunters have given us a lot to consider, and a lot to doubt. But the most important part of this expedition precisely. The Stellaron hunters clearly have ulterior motives. However, knowing what they're all about, and given the focus of Kafka's words, I have no doubt that the Xianzhou is dealing with a Stellaron. The Alliance and the Express haven't had any previous dealings, so our arrival might not receive the warmest welcome. But as trailblazers, we're not in this for fame or gain. We just need to do everything in our power to assist the Xianzhou and eliminate the source of disaster. Always keep that in mind, and don't forget the way of the Trailblaze. Explore, understand, establish, and connect.
Yeah!
Let's go.
Oh, look! It's just containers as far as the eye can see. This area isn't for receiving guests, it's for unloading cargo. Who decided to send us this way? Such a huge port and not a soul in sight. It gives me the creeps. Stop talking. If there is someone here, they're in my bad books already. Mr. Yang, what should we do?
We should start with the person who opened the Jade Gate. If it turns out they're not friendly, then at least they've already made things easier for us. If it turns out they were just doing their job, then we can ask them what happened here.
Are you forgetting we've got Mr. Yang with us? Oh, right. You haven't seen what he can do yet.
Let's move. Keep your wits about you.